anything. Lose your blues, make love with you, take you under my wing. Anything. For you, my hero, I'd do anything. Paint your picture, anything. Kiss your photograph, even though I know you'd laugh. Stare beneath your wings. Ooh, anything. And for you, my love, I would do anything. Kiss your feet and everything. Suffer your pain, but I'd ride your chain. Spread our tiny wings. Baby, anything. For you, my son, I do everything. Protect your mind and everything. I believe your lies, dry the tears from your eyes. Spread your tiny wings. Anything, 'cause everything is anything. And everything is everything. And everything is everything. And everything is everything. And everything is everything.
My relationship with glyphs is unlike any other I have personally seen. This speaks more to the fact that the forest people work with their people in insightful, unique ways, crafted to suit our individual strengths. Of course, we are all unique and special in our own way, but this is in alignment with how they teach. They know you better than you know yourself is a phrase I have heard a number of times from a handful of people. To date, I have found no evidence to question it. This intimate knowing of a prospective student is exactly how they can so finely hone their lessons to suit the student. This has been my experience, and I cannot imagine it being much different with anyone who is willing to pay attention. My first conscious experience with mind speak or thought placement was in 2012 when I got the call to go to the mountains. I heeded the call. I had literally just taken my first few wide-eyed steps on the forest path when there it was, a glyph directly below my feet. Sasquatch make these. This was the first day that I had met my friend and mentor, Randy Brisson, who then began to explain that glyphs were a form of stick writing, a communication used by the Sasquatch people. My lessons accelerated exponentially from that point forward, And for a number of years, my eyes never strayed far from the forest floor directly below my feet. Glyphs were a huge catalyst to opening my eyes and heart. And I am forever grateful for the unique relationship I have with the Sasquatch people through them.
Why is my heart so light? Why are the stars so bright? Why is the sky so blue? Since the hour I met you, flowers are smiling bright, smiling for our delight, smiling so tender. For the world, you and me, I know why the world is smiling, smiling so tenderly. It is the same old story through all eternity. This is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to you. The world cannot be wrong if in this world there's you. I cannot what the world may say. Without your love there is no day. So love, this is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to you.
My lessons with glyphs have been like a master class. Man, God, and the universe, and the fact that we are all one and all connected. I've learned about time, our 3D linear understanding of it, and the Sasquatch's evolved advanced understanding of it. They have shown me through glyphs that I am family to them, and they have shown me love. They have shown me the telepathic and the energy, and of course the communication aspects of glyphs, and so many other things. And they showed me the humanity that we lay claim to, but that they actually live by.
I cannot what the world may say. Without your love there is no day. So love, this is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to
The first time I realized that the elder brothers were communicating with me through glyphs occurred at a gifting area Randy and I had established in my first few years. Some of the absolute best phenomenon people attribute to them, and I can attest to, happened at that exact spot. But I will leave that discussion for another time. There I was at the gifting tree, where I had recently hung offerings of food and small toys. What I witnessed there was literally mind-blowing. There was up to a dozen glyphs of intelligent design, delicately placed around the base of the tree, and what it meant was undeniable. They were acknowledging me and the gifts I was offering. I was actually communicating with them, and it felt surreal and important. It was a delightful and unexpected breakthrough, the first of many. That same year, I was blessed to have a similar acknowledgement from them at another gifting area a short distance away. Although I seldom gift anymore, the gifting experience was without question an important building/learning block. Many lessons were handed out there, often delivered in their humorous signature fashion. The second offering place was located perhaps 100 yards up a modest, mossy slope, leading to a gifting area. On the seldom used path, directly below it, lie a big, blocky XA glyph, which for me means friendship/welcome from the clan of RE. The X symbol signifies friendship welcome, while the A is RE's personal signature. He uses it in much the same fashion as we hairless variety do, and frequently signs messages with his signature/name. Consequently, other members of the clan may sign a message with his A, representing him from the clan of RE. Often, one has to look at glyphs from an abstract perspective, and it is not unusual to see complex ones featuring many symbols woven over and under each other in a delightful, creative fashion unique to them. Some can even appear like sentences, and often I can read them. As I stood on the path directly below the gifting site, staring at the XA glyph, I did not know its meaning, but I soon would, and that is extremely significant. The fact that this obvious glyph was directly below my gifting site did not escape me, however. Even then, I was starting to put the puzzle pieces together. Its meaning and context to the events that unfolded there fit seamlessly with my later understanding. When I arrived at the gifting site, the significance of the glyph and my subsequent understanding of its meaning took on an even greater significance. There was something waiting for me that perfectly tied the message together to fit where I currently stood in my personal journey with them. A friendship and trust was developing, as well as a student-teacher relationship. Over time, this relationship would develop into an even greater honor, being accepted into the clan as a family member. What I discovered was a single track. It was large and broad, and roughly 18 inches in length. It was placed with emphasis directly at the base of the tree where I would leave and hang offerings. I immediately knew that it was left with intent, which once again was to let me know they were acknowledging me and the connection we were establishing. Let me circle back to my previous point about the glyph and not understanding its meaning at the time of discovery. I found it at a pivotal time in my progression, a time when the connection between the forest people and myself was in its infancy. A friendship and more was being offered, and this glyph spoke of that. The large track directly up the slope was further proof of this. If this was a one-time occurrence, then perhaps I could write it off as coincidence. But this type of thing is happening constantly with me, and I have come to recognize it for what it is. As shocking as it sounds, everything I have personally learned tells me that the elder brothers already knew that I would come to understand the glyph's meaning when they placed it, which was many months prior to when I consciously did. Once again, this speaks of their mastery or advanced understanding of time, which has been so central to so many of my lessons.